Okay, opportunity cost of producing one cracker is minus 1/2 cheese. Okay, when we are looking at from E to D, from E to D. Okay, so let's check whether it has the same opportunity cost from B to A. Okay, so in order to say that whether this line is linear or concave, so you need to check this opportunity cost at different points. Okay, opportunity cost of producing one cracker from B to A. Okay, B to A. So in order to produce 10 more crackers, this person needs to decrease, this country needs to decrease amount of cheese by 5 cheese. Okay, again, the opportunity cost of producing one more cracker is 1/2 cheese. Okay, opportunity cost of one cracker is minus 1/2. Okay, then it means that the opportunity cost of producing extra cracker doesn't change along the line. Okay, along the line. So you have, or the country bistro, okay, this country, you have linear production possibility frontier. Why? Because opportunity cost of producing extra crackers doesn't change along the line. Do you have any questions on that? Please let me know if you have any questions. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Yiğit. So you can answer my questions through the chat too. Okay. I can check this from here. Is it clear? So if you have a concave production possibility frontier like this, okay. For instance, so this is not the case in our question. Suppose this is cracker, this is cheese, okay. So if you have something like this, then what will happen? Opportunity cost of producing extra cracker will increase as this country has more of the crackers. Okay, so how you can calculate the slope in here? Okay, so I told you earlier, we are going to look at the slope of one point in here, okay. So 1 point in here. So let's say this is point A, this is point B, this is point C. So at point A, you have lower amount of crackers, okay, and higher amount of cheese, okay. Producing extra cracker is opportunity cost of producing extra cracker is not that high in here, okay. Slope is lower at A, okay. At point B, slope is higher than the slope of point A, so you have more crackers, then the opportunity cost of producing extra cracker increases. And similarly in C, the more you have one of the goods, okay, so the more you have crackers, the opportunity cost of producing extra cracker will increase, okay, if you have such a production possibility frontier, okay. Is it clear? Any questions?
I have a question.
Sure.
It just doesn't make sense that ball graph. I didn't understand. Can you give a real illustration, because this just doesn't make sense. That graph. When we want an amount of cheese, okay, the opposite cost of cracker is something, okay, but when we want more cheese, the opposite cost of crack is just increasing. That just doesn't make sense.
No, it is again the same thing, right? So you are
going to look at you are going to look at
you are going to look at the other way around. Okay, so you are going to look. Sorry, you are going to look at the other way around. Okay, so So you will have cracker from the y-axis, cheese on the x-axis. Okay. Now at point C, you have lower amount of cheese, right? At point C, you have lower amount of cheese and higher amount of cracker. Okay. Then opportunity cost of producing extra cheese is low at point C. Okay. So the slope of the line at point C is lower this time. Graph it. You are gonna reverse the graph. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. So this country has limited amount of resources. Okay. This country can either produce cheese or cracker. Okay. So at these points, the points in here and here, country using all of resources. Okay, let's say this is A prime, this is C prime. Okay. At point A prime, the country is using all of its resources to produce cheese. Okay. At point C prime, country is using all of its resources to produce cracker. Okay. If I shift some of my resources to produce cracker instead of cheese, then which means what? I decrease the amount of resources to produce cheese. So it means that we are going to produce fewer amount of cheese, right? So yeah, do you have any problem with the shape of the production possibility frontier or negative slope? I didn't understand what you have the problem. Is it so, or the slope? What's the problem?
I mean the slope.
Okay, so did you
it just doesn't make sense when we are making cheese, for example. We need some matters, and for example, 1 gram of milk and 1 gram of water, for instance. But making okay, now I get it. It's just the illustration doesn't make sense to me, but now I get it.
How did you get it?
Okay, no problem for now. Okay.
How did you get it?
I just thought about the different illustration myself, and I get it now. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you just you can turn around the graph. Okay, you can put the cracker. So again, this time from C prime to C prime to C. Okay. If you are producing cheese, okay. So you are gonna look at the slope of this line as you have the x-axis and cheese. Okay, then the slope of this line is lower compared to the slope of this line. Okay, when you are looking at for the cheese production of cheese. Okay. Okay, so this is for question 1. Question 2: is it possible in the present to produce at a point that is outside the production possibilities frontier? Why or why not? With the passage of time, how might a point outside the present production possibilities frontier be possible? Do you have any? Let's discuss about this. You can write me from the chat. You can either write privately or publicly. We can do that. Is it possible to produce outside of the production possibility frontier? How? Okay. Yeah, by trading, it's possible. Okay. Okay. So actually, I told you while explaining in the slides. Okay. So with the economic growth, okay, if the country is self-sufficient, yeah, import and export is another way of achieving a point outside of the production possibility frontier. But if the question is asking you by itself, yeah, more workforce is possible if the number of resources can increase, which means the economic growth. Okay, economic growth. With the economic growth, it's possible to achieve this outside of the production possibility frontier. Okay, the number of the answer for the question 2 is that. Okay. 3. Okay, 3. The following table shows the output per hour for Ali and Ayşe, who produce only two kinds of products, omelets and pancakes. Who has absolute advantage in omelets production? In pancakes production? Explain. So I hope all of you understand the difference between absolute advantage and comparative advantage. Okay. In the absolute advantage, there are two different ways of looking at the absolute advantage. Okay. Either by using fixed amount of resource, whoever produces more, then it means that he or she has higher absolute advantage. Okay. Or to produce something, whoever uses fewer resources, as in the example that I described you for chapter 3, okay, US and Japan example, okay, in there, to produce one computer, this country uses this many labor force. To produce one computer, US produces this many labor force, okay. In there, we are looking at the country which uses fewer resources, okay. So the question tree is similar. Okay. Output per hour in order to make omelette is what? Resource. No, it is the quantity, output, okay? For each hour, the number of resources fixed, 1 hour, okay? In an hour, how many omelettes Ali can produce? How many omelettes Ayşe can produce, okay? In an hour, how many pancakes Ali can produce? How many pancakes Ayşe can produce, okay? In either of the cases, in an hour, Ayşe produces more, okay? Ayşe produces, okay, so since given the resource, fixed amount of resource, okay, Ayşe produces more omelettes than Ali, okay, so you can write 20 is bigger than 10, okay, so Ayşe has absolute advantage in producing omelette, okay, we can say that, okay. Similarly for pancakes, since Ayşe produces more pancakes than Ali, so which is 12 is bigger than 8, Ayşe has absolute advantage in producing pancakes, okay. So Ayşe has absolute advantage in producing both of the goods, okay. So what does it say anything about the comparative advantage? No, right? So because while for the absolute advantage, we are looking at the quantity or the amount of resources used, okay? So for the comparative advantage, we are looking at the opportunity cost of doing something, okay? So let's look at opportunity cost of producing omelette for Ali, okay? In an hour, either he can produce 10 omelettes or 8 pancakes, okay? So now comparative advantage, okay? So for Ali, okay. Opportunity cost of producing omelette, opportunity cost of producing one omelette, okay. How many pancakes he needs to give up in order to produce 10 omelettes? He needs to give up 8 pancakes, okay. Opportunity cost of one omelette is 0.8 pancake, okay, for Ali. So this is for Ali. For Ayşe, we are going to do the same exercise. Opportunity cost of in order to produce 20 omelets, she needs to give up 12 pancakes. Okay, then opportunity cost of one omelet is 0.6 pancake. Who has lower opportunity cost for producing omelet? Ayşe, right? So he needs to give up less amounts of pancake while producing omelet compared to Ali, right? So then we can say that Ayşe has comparative advantage in producing omelet, right? So she has to give up less amount of pancake. We are doing the same exercise for pancakes. Okay, so this is for omelet. Okay, so for pancakes. Okay, so this is, let's say, comparative advantage for omelet we looked at. Okay, so you need to look at one by one. Right, so for each good you need to check whether which person has the comparative advantage. So we first look at opportunity cost of producing one omelet for both people, okay, and decided who has the lower opportunity cost. Okay, so Ayşe has a comparative advantage in producing omelet, which means that if there is a trade between these two people, okay, Ayşe will produce omelets. Okay, so if there is a gain in trade, it happens because people who have comparative advantages produces the goods. Okay, so for pancakes, let's look at for pancakes too. Okay, for Ali, in order to produce 8 pancakes cost 10 omelets. Okay, so opportunity cost of one pancake, opportunity cost of one pancake is 10/8 omelet. Okay, for Ayşe, okay, in order to produce 12 pancake, Ayşe needs to give up 20 omelets. Okay, 20 omelets. Opportunity cost of producing one pancake is 20 divided by 12 omelet. Ne oluyor? So if you divide by which one is higher? Which one is bigger? This is 5/4. This is 10/6. Okay, so this is bigger. So Ali is gonna. So you see that, right? Ali has comparative advantage. It should be this way anyway. Ali has comparative advantage in producing pancake because opportunity cost of producing pancake is lower for Ali. Did you understand? Did you understand? Okay.
Yes.
Do you have any questions? Okay. Okay. So I suggest you to, there is an example at the end of the slides. Okay. I left it to you at the end of chapter 3. I suggest you to solve it. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. So one way to characterize difference between positive statements and normative statements is as follows. Which one is true? Positive statements tend to reflect optimism about the economy and its future, whereas normative statements tend to reflect pessimism about the economy and its future. No. Positive statements offers description of the way things are, whereas normative statements offer opinions on how things ought to be. Is it true? Who says it's true? Poll yapalım hadi. Okay. Look on how to do polls. What happened? Okay. Yeah, true. Yeah, it is B, right? Okay. Yeah, normative statements is ending with like should, ought to be, etc. Positive statements are as an answer to something. So it uses data, etc. Okay. So microeconomics, it is B. 4 is the answer for 4 is B. Microeconomics is the study of, which one is true? You can write me privately again. Oh yeah, it's B, right? How individual households and firms make decisions. Actually, in the syllabus, I am telling you, right? So we are gonna look at the consumer behavior until the first midterm. After that, we are gonna look at the firm's behavior. Okay, so it is B again. The following table contains some production possibilities for an economy for a given year. If the production possibilities frontier is about outward, then what should be the question mark? So opportunity cost should increase, right? So in order to produce from 10 to 12 cars, okay? In order to produce 2 more cars, how many newspapers is given up? 40, right? So again, from 12 to 14, you are increasing the number of cars by 2. So then the amount of decrease in the newspaper should be higher than 40, right? Should be higher than 40, which is only at D. It should be D, right? Yeah. It is not C, it is D. Okay. Some of you said C. C's are not true. Okay. It should be D. If it is C, you have linear, right? If the opportunity cost of producing extra cars is the same along the line, then it should be C. But if it is about outward, which means that it's like concave, then it should be D. Okay. And then what is the opportunity cost of Thailand of increasing the production of dolls from 200 to 300? Okay, so 200 to 300. Okay, which one is the opportunity cost? It is B, right? So it's 150. How many fire trucks it is decreasing? 150. Okay, that's it. These are the questions that I separated to you. Do you have any questions? Did you understand what is absolute advantage, comparative advantage? Do you have any questions?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Could you please explain again 6 question? 6.
Question 6?
Yes.
Okay. So question 6. So from, okay, so, okay, so let's draw. So this is cars, this is newspapers, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so this is 400, 600, and 360, and question mark. Okay, so from, let's say A, B, C. Okay, and then from A to B, okay, the number of cars increased by 2, right? the cost of producing 2 cars is 40 newspapers. You are giving up 40 newspapers, okay, from A to B. A to B. From B to C, again, you are producing 2 cars, okay. If the opportunity cost is the same, you have to give up again 40 cars, right? Then you are gonna end up with 320, which is C, okay? But the question is saying you that if the production possibility frontier is outward, about outward, then you need to have an increasing opportunity cost. The more you have cars, the opportunity cost of producing extra cars should increase, okay? Which means that you should give up higher number of newspaper in order to produce the same amount of car, okay? Then it should be lower than, so the only thing that we can say that it should be lower than 320, okay? But we don't know the exact number. The only option is 310. This is the reason. 310 should be higher than 40 to be to have about outward production possibility frontier. Okay, this is the reason. Clear?
Yes, thank you.
Sure. Any question? I suggest you to work on this absolute advantage. Absolute advantage videos in chapter. Could you say where can I couldn't. Oh, okay. So actually, I posted chapter 3. How many of you watched the chapter 3? Did you watch it? Okay, so watch it. Okay. Sorry about that. It was a bit late. Maybe I recorded this morning. If you subscribe for the channel, you will be noticed, I guess. Okay. So I plan to upload videos weekly, but check time by time. In general, so I plan to have a question hour like this, in addition to your recitations, on Fridays. Since I felt a little bit sick last Friday, I couldn't do it. Okay, so this is the reason I am doing on Wednesday. So this Friday, if you have any questions, we can do it again. But I plan to do them weekly. Okay, next Friday we can meet. Next Friday we can meet. That's it. Any question?
I wanted to ask you about the thing you said when we first started. Should we email you when you ask us to answer a question in the video?
Yes, please. Yes. Yes.
Okay, then should we email the ones you asked about already, or should we start now, like the first 3 videos?
From now on, let's say from now on.
Okay.
Okay, because I can understand that who watched the videos. Okay, so this is like an attendance for me. Okay, I mean, if so, watching the videos will help you to be organized. Okay, so and help you not to leave everything to the end of the course. Okay, so we have already like grading things in the middle too, but please be organized. So you are first years, so maybe you can think university different. Okay, so just be organized as if you have classes. Do the classwork, do what you need to do on time. Okay, and send me the answers for the questions that I am asking during the videos, and I will let you to time for the quizzes during the videos as well. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not gonna announce the quiz when you are gonna have the quiz. I'm gonna announce during the videos. If you watch the videos, you can come. Okay.
Hocam ben videoların nerede olduğunu bulamadım da.
Ha,
Tam olarak
YouTube'da nasıl bulamadım?
YouTube'da bulunuyor.
Ben gönderdim Metuclass'tan.
Tamam. Bulamadım da hocam, o yüzden nere üzerinden yaptınız Metuclass'ta değil mi?
Email atıyor. Email atmış. I sent an email you about the videos. Oh, someone sent you. Okay, from the chat. Did you see? Okay. Okay. Please let me know if you have any questions. So you are gonna have your first problem set this week. Try to solve problem sets. On Mondays, you will have your recitation. Okay. Monday is not a class hour. Class hours are Wednesdays and Fridays, and Mondays will be your recitations. You will have 2 teaching assistants. We are gonna divide the class into 2. One of them will be with Aslıhan, one of them will be with Yunus Emre. Okay? Okay. That's it.
Hocam,
Sure.
bir şey sorabilir miyim? Başta
Tabii.
söylediğiniz kitapların isimlerini ben anlayamadım, kaçırdım da tekrar söylemeye ya da
Syllabus'ta
çete.
var tüm kitaplar.
Hı.
Tamam mı?
Tamam, teşekkür
Herhangi
ederim.
bir Principles of Economics kitabı olur. Yani so you can follow the topics from any Principles of Economics book. Okay. I am following the Monkey's slides in general. Last years I was following Case and Fair. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, I don't have it here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, here. Yeah, this is Case and Fair. Okay, this is Case and Fair. You can have this too. Okay, so this is another microeconomics books. Okay, so any book is okay. Any book is okay. You are gonna find all the topics that we are doing in here, and that's it. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Hocam, what will we do Wednesday? Class hours. Class dersleri uzaktan yapıyoruz arkadaşlar. Asynchronous. Okay. This is the reason why I am recording. And which one would you prefer? Do you prefer asynchronous or synchronous? We can do synchronous as well. I don't know. I thought some of you have problems with the internet and trying to download the videos and watch them later on. This is the reason why I am doing asynchronous. Okay. I think meeting weekly would be better. I don't know which one. Yeah, some people say asynchronous. Okay. Okay.
I missed that. Did you say there will be no class this Friday?
Yeah. Yeah, we are not doing synchronous classes. Okay. I plan to meet with you weekly on Fridays, as like in here. Okay, through the Zoom in the Metuclass at the class hour. Okay, and then I'm gonna record this as well and solve some questions related to what I told you during the videos. Okay, so it is important for you to watch the videos before coming to the class so that you can understand the solved questions better.
Okay.
Actually, next time probably I will try to try this breakout rooms so that you can work together with your classmates and tell the answers. I want you to first try to solve by yourself so that it's not like passive learning, then active learning. Okay, so you try first and try to understand what is the problem that you don't understand while trying to solve, and then you can ask me during that time if you have any problems. Okay? Okay, that's it. But I'd like to share the PDFs of text with the Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you, Yunus Emre. Any questions?
Hocam bir şey sorabilir miyim?
Tabii sor.
Bu kaydettiğiniz dersi bizimle paylaşacak mısınız?
Bunu koyacağım gene şeye. Gene YouTube'a yani bunu nerede kaydediyor bilmiyorum. Herhalde bilgisayarda koyacağım tabii ki bunu da koyacağım.
Teşekkür ederim.
Önemli değil.
Hocam bir soru daha sorabilir miyim?
Tabii istediğiniz kadar.
Chapter 3'nin sonunda bir soru vardı. Derste çözeceğiz diye bahsettiniz ama onu da mail olarak mı atalım o zaman?
Ha, onu kendiniz çözün. Olur. Yani resmini çekip de gönderebilirsiniz. Yani bunları yapmanız önemli. Çünkü ne kadar egzersiz çözerseniz o kadar konular yerleşecek. Tamam mı?
Tamam. Mail olarak
Çözün.
ister misiniz diye sormak istedim de o yüzden.
Aha, yok istiyorum, evet, gönderin.
Tamam, peki.
Cevabım. Tamam. Yani ne soruyorsam videolarda şey yapın, gönderirseniz iyi olur. O benim için yoklama gibi oluyor. Tamam. It's like an attendance for me. Whatever question that I'm asking you during the videos, please send the answer. Okay? Okay. Okay, then have a nice day. I mean, you can ask me any question. You can ask your TAs any questions. I'm going to introduce them, or they will introduce themselves in the next class probably. You will have your first problem sets this week. It's going to be posted soon. And then you will have your first recitation next week. That's it. Okay.
Hocam bir şey sorabilir miyim?
Sor.
Kapatma.
Tabii.
Chapter 1'ın videosunda 8, 9 ve 10. başlıklar yoktu galiba da.
Ne yok?
Onları
Ne yok?
8, 9, 10.
Onu cevapladım. Birisi de videonun altına sormuş. Onlar makroeconomics ile alakalı, o yüzden yok. Tamam. Yani makroeconomics ile alakalı olduğu için yok.
Görüşmek üzere.
Önemli değil. Görüşürüz. Hoşça kalın. İyi günler. Var mı sorunuz arkadaşlar? Tamam. Bye. Bye everyone.
İyi günler hocam.
İyi günler. Bye bye.